Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. In my last tutorial, part 1, I showed you how to do this stitch, this one, and this one. Now I'm going to show you how to do these other three. The arrow one is a little bit easier compared to these two, so I'm going to do this one first. So this time I'm using the regular beading needle, because you can use either needle that you want, regular or the twisted. I'm going to pick up 2 white seed beads, 2 black, and then 1 white. Slide them down, leave a 6-inch tail again, and go through this white seed bead here. So now it doesn't matter which way this flips over, because there's 2 black on the top and then there's 2 white side by side. So it doesn't matter which way it flips. So I have to pick up 2 more seed beads, black, and I'm going to go through this black one. Pull it through. Now remember, like I said in the other video, keep your tail pointing down and your working thread pointing up this whole time you're stitching, so you don't get confused. So the next thing I have to do is pick up my second color, and I'm going to do red. 2 red and 1 black, and then go through the second black seed bead. Pull it through. Now we have 1 arrow, the black arrow there. I'm going to pick up 2 more red and go through this red here that's sticking out. Pull it through, and now we have this. Now I'm going to pick up my next color, and after red comes white. So 2 white and 1 red. Go through the second red seed bead and pull it through. So now we have 2 arrows, a black arrow and a red arrow. Now I have to pick up 2 white seed beads and go through this white seed bead right here. Tighten it up. So you can see we have a curve now. And every time we get this curve, we have to pick up our next color. That would be 2 black seed beads, and then we have to pick up the point of our arrow, which the arrow is going to be white, so we have to pick up the white seed bead. And that white seed bead is going to be our point. Now I have to pick up 2 black seed beads and go through this black seed bead here. I really like this arrow pattern. So after black comes red. So 2 red, and then I have to pick up the point for this arrow here to finish this arrow off, and that point is going to be black. So 3 seed beads, slide them down. Now I'm going to go down this black seed bead here and pull it through. Now I have to pick up 2 more red seed beads and go up to this red seed bead. Pull it snug. Now I'm going to do my next color, and that's white. So 2 whites and 1 red to finish out this arrow. Now I have to finish off the other side of my white arrow by picking up 2 and going through this white seed bead. Now I have to pick up my next color, and after white comes black. So I have to pick up 2 blacks, and then I have to put the point to my arrow here, and that's going to be white. So 3 seed beads, and then I'm going to go down the second white seed bead. Just like that, pull it taut. I'm going to pick up 2 more seed beads to finish out the other side of my arrow, and go through this black seed bead. Now I'm going to start my next color, and after black comes red. So 2 red, and then I have to add my point to this black arrow, and 1 black. I'm going to go down this black seed bead, just like that, and I have to pick up 2 more seed beads, red, and I'm going to go through this red seed bead here. So remember, on all of these stitches, they're all the same. Only thing we're changing is the colors so we can get different patterns. So every time we exit out the top, we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. And then when we exit out the bottom, we're going to pick up 2. So exiting out the top, I have to pick up my next color. After red comes white. 2 white, and then my point to this arrow. That'd be red. And I'm going to go down the second red seed bead here. Now I have to pick up 2 more white seed beads and go through this white seed bead. Pull it snug. Now after white comes black. So 2 black seed beads and then my white. And I'm going to go through this one here. Just like this. Now I have to finish out my black by picking up 2 black and going through this one. So now I'm going to pick up, I only have 4 red left, so I'm going to pick up 2 red in my black, and I'm going to go down this black seed bead. And now I'm going to pick up my 2 last red and go up through this red seed bead and pull it through. So this is how you do the arrow one. It's not that hard, it's pretty simple actually. If you just get the pattern down in your mind, you keep repeating it over and over, you'll get it. So now I'm going to go show you how to do the next stitch. So before I moved on, I realized I told you how to fill in the gaps in this one. If you want it to look like this, where the arrows are larger. And I didn't tell you how to do it in this video. So when you go to fill them in, when you go back, of course you have to make your loop of seed beads. Like here, you're going to make your loop. You're going to go through these 2 red seed beads. You're going to go down this red seed bead. And when you go down that red one, you have to pick up a red and go through the black. Then when you come out the black, you pick up a black and go through the white. And then when you exit out the white, you pick up a white. So whatever bead you're exiting out of in that color, you have to pick up the color for it. So out of red, you pick up red. Out of black, pick up black. Out of white, you pick up white. And that's how you fill in the arrow one to get this pattern. You can fill in the other one however you like. It's up to you how you want to fill the other ones in. But this is just how I filled my arrow one in. So now I'm going to show you how to do the diamond one. I'm going to start out by picking up 3 black seed beads and 2 red. Slide them down till I have a 6-inch tail, and I'm going to go through this seed bead here in the same direction, just like this. I'm going to flip my work so the red seed beads are on this side, and I'm going to pick up 1 black and 1 red and go to the bottom of this red seed bead here. Pull it through. Now I have this. Now I'm going to pick up 2 red seed beads and 1 white and go down to the bottom red seed bead and pull it through. Just like this. Now I have to pick up 2 red seed beads and go up to the bottom of this red seed bead. Pull it snug. Now I have to pick up 1 black, a 2nd black, and then my red, and go down this one. Now I have to pick up 2 black seed beads and go through the bottom of that one. So now you can see we actually just got our first pattern finished. So with the other ones you could do 2 stitches and you can start seeing our pattern, but this one and the diagonal one you have to do a lot more before you could start seeing what you're doing. So now that we have this completed, I'm going to start on my second part of the pattern. I'm going to pick up 1 black and 2 red and go down here. So once you do get this part finished here, the main part, what you have to do, in case you get confused, is you have to look back at the beginning and what you did. So here, we would be exiting out this bead. Exiting out here, we would look back and we would be exiting out this bead. So this means you have to pick up a black and 2 reds and go through this one. And that's what we just did here. So now if you look at this bead here, because we would curve around, we would exit out here, now we have to pick up 1 black and 1 red. So we are repeating what we already did at this point. Pull it snug, and then again we're exiting out here, so there's 3 red here. So if you look back to where there's 3 red, we're exiting out this bead, and this means we have to pick up 2 red and 1 white and go down this red seed bead. Now we have to look back again in case you don't know what to pick up. And we're exiting out of this red seed bead. So this means we have to pick up 2 more reds and go to this red seed bead. And again, just with the other stitches, just like the other stitches, every time we exit out the top, we have to pick up 3. Every time we exit out the bottom, we have to pick up 2. So now we're at the top again. And if you look back over here at what we already did, because we're exiting out of this one here, if you look back at the point that we would be in this part, the next beads we have to pick up would be black, black, and then red, and then go through this bead. So 2 blacks and 1 red, and go down through this bead. And then again, if you look here, you can see the next beads you have to pick up. Because we're exiting on the same spot. Right here, we have to pick up 2 black seed beads. And go through this black seed bead. So again, if you're still confused, you can look back at where you were at this point in your stitch. So exiting out here, I would look at this seed bead, and I could see that I have to pick up 1 black and 2 red seed beads. 1 black, 2 red, and go down through this seed bead. Now I'm exiting out of this one, and if you look back to the same point, we were exiting out of this one. So this means we have to pick up 1 black and 1 red. And go up through this red. Now we have this. So now I'm going to pick up my next sequence. And exiting out the top of this red, if you're confused, look back at what you already did. So there's 3 red here, and here's 3 red. We're exiting out here in this side. And the next beads you have to pick up is 2 red and 1 white, and go down through this bead. It's the same bead here. So 2 red and 1 white. And go down through this one. Pull it snug. And again, if you don't know what to pick up next, look back at what we already did. Exiting out of this one, we have to pick up 2 more red. And go up through this red seed bead. Pull it snug. And if you still are not sure what to pick up next, you go back and look. So right here we would be looking back, and the next beads you have to pick up is 2 black and 1 red. Then we have to go through this bottom red seed bead. So now, exiting out of this, I have to pick up 2 more blacks and go through here. up to the bottom. So now I just finished 3 of the diamonds. And like I said, if you get confused on what to do next, just look back at what you already did. You're copying the same section over and over. So keep repeating this stitch until you get to the length of a bracelet or anklet, whatever you want to make. So this is a way that you can fill in this one. If you want, you could do it like this. The beads that are in between the diamonds are black, so I just put black seed beads in the gaps, and I just did a little section so you could see. Doing that makes the diamonds stand out more. Now I'm going to show you how to do the diagonal one, and this one is the most confusing so far. Out of the 6, it's the hardest to memorize. So I'm going to pick up 1 white, 1 black, 2 reds, and 1 black. Slide them down. Leave my 6-inch tail, and I'm going to go down through this white seed bead here. Pull it through. I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to pick up 1 white and 1 black and go through this red. Now I'm going to pick up 2 white seed beads and a red and go down through this black one. Just like this. Now I have to pick up 1 black and 1 red and go up through this white one. Now I've already have 1 red and 1 white on the top, so the next bead I have to pick up is a black. Now I have to pick up 2 blacks and a white and go down this red one. Now I'm exiting out of this red, so this means I have to pick up another red so I can finish this row out, because it's going to be 5 seed beads in a row going at an angle. So pick up a red, then I'm going to pick up a white and go through this one. Just like this. Now if you look up here, you could see that we have red, white, black. And down here it's the opposite. It's white, black, red. So red, white, black, the next color is going to be red. So 2 reds. And then I'm going to pick up my black and go through this one, the white. Now I'm exiting down here, and I have 4 white seed beads here, and I need a 5th one in my row. So I'm going to pick up 1 white and 1 black and go through this red seed bead here. Pull through. Now, after white, or red I mean, comes white. So 2 white seed beads, and then I have to pick up 8 red and go down to this black. So now again, I had 5 here, 5 here, I have 4, and I have to pick up my 5th black seed bead because it's going at an angle. And then I'm going to pick up a red and go up to this white. Pull through. And now, after white, comes black. I have to pick up 2 black seed beads and a white and go down through this red. So, exiting out this red one again, I have to pick up my 5th red seed bead, and then I'm going to pick up a white and go up through this black one. So just like the diamond one, you have to pay attention and you have to copy what you already did. So now that we got this far, you can go back and copy what you already did. So exiting out this black one, if you look back, we're here. And the next beads we pick up will be 2 reds and then 1 black. And go down to this white one. And then we have our 4 white here, so this means we need a 5th one. And I'm going to pick up a black sea bead and go up to this red one. And now, if you look back, we're exiting out this red. After the red, at the top, we have to have white. So we're going to pick up 2 white seed beads and 1 red. And go down through this one. Now we have our 4 black here, and we're exiting out this black, so we need our 5th one. So pick up a black, and then we have to pick up a red, and go through this white sea bead. So if you look back, after white comes black. 2 black sea beads, and then after we pick up our 2 black, you could see the next one that we have to pick up is going to be white. And go down through this red sea bead. Now exiting out the bottom here, we have 4 red. This means we have to pick up our 5th red, and I'm going to pick up a white and go through this black sea bead. Just like this. So exiting out the black, if you get confused, remember, you can look back and see what to do. So right here we have 2 black, so if you look back right here, 2 black, exiting out of this one, we're going to pick up 2 red seed beads and 1 black and go down through white. Going down through the white. We have our 4 white here, we need our 5th, and a black sea bead. I'm going to go through this red sea bead. Looking back, after white or red comes white. So here's 2 red here. We're going to pick up 2 white and then a red. And go down this black sea bead. Exiting out the black, we have 4 here. This means we need our 5th. And then we have to pick up red and go through this white one. Just like this. We have 2 white here, and if you look back, you don't know what to do next. There's 2 white. Next thing we have to do is pick up 2 black sea beads and a white. Go down here. So once you get going, it's important to go back and check your work and make sure that you have 5 seed beads in every angle of the same color, going all the way down. So I do, and now I'm exiting out of this red seed bead, and I have to pick up my 5th. Here's my 5th, then I'm going to pick up a white, because this here means I have to pick up a white, but I'm not going to go through that white, I have to go through the black. Slide it down, and if you look back, after white is red. We have to pick up 2 red seed beads and a black. And go down to this white one. Because this one is more confusing than the others, I'm going to keep going just a little bit further. So exiting out the white, we have 4. This means we need our 5th one. 5th white, and then we have to pick up our black seed bead and go through this red one. Just like this. And now I have to pick up, exiting out the red, looking back, I have to pick up 2 white seed beads Then after the white, I have to pick up one red. And go down this one. Just like this. Exiting out this black, we have 4. We have to pick up our 5th. And then I have to pick up a red and go through this white sea bead. So, exiting out of the white, looking back, this means we have to pick up 2 black and 1 white. And go down here. We have our 4 red, we need our 5th, then we need our white sea bead because the white here is beside it. Then I'm going to go through the black and pull it through. Exiting out the black, if you look back over here, you can see that we have to pick up 2 more reds and then a black. And then go down the white. So I just ran out of red seed beads and I'm going to stop here. So keep repeating this stitch until you get to the length of a bracelet or an anklet, whatever you want. So I wanted to make sure that after you pick up your 3 sea beads, you have to pick up the rest of the sequence. You have to pick up the 2 that are next after that, because when you go to finish off, you have to end with the 2 sea beads stacked so you can add your loop here for your clasp. So here's my 3, so pull that through, and now I have to pick up my last 2 to finish my sequence up. I'm going to pick up my 2 white and black and go through this red. Just like this. So now I have these 2 that are stacked. So that the bottom stitch picked up 2, and you have to make sure that every time in all these stitches, they're all the same, that you end with the 2 seed beads at the end so you can finish off. So now you would pick up your 6 seed beads just like you do in the daisy chain and go through these 2 here to make your loop for your clasp. Then you would go down this one just like that and pull it this direction. And then you would fill in the gaps. And because these seed beads are so large, it looks strange. So if you do want to do this in 6/0 seed beads, I wouldn't use the 6/0 seed beads for the clasp. I would use 11/0 seed beads like I did in the Latisse bracelet, and it would look a lot better. So go ahead and fill the sides in. So like I said, you have to have 2 seed beads at each end. This one already has 2 seed beads because we finished our first sequence here. So look at this and you can see 2 stacked there so we can make our clasp. So I went back and put 11/0 seed beads here on the clasp part so you can see what it looks like, and I also filled in some of the seed beads here on the side. So if you want, you can fill them in this pattern, or you don't have to, you can leave them empty. It's up to you. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I did not expect to get 6 other designs out of the daisy chain. So when I did the daisy chain, I just did that stitch here, filling the centers in, and then I came up with the other 5. So it's actually pretty neat that I was able to get 6 other patterns out of the daisy chain. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Please subscribe to me if you want to see more videos. Like this video, comment, friend me on Facebook, show me what you've made, and I hope that you all have many beautiful nights.